good afternoon, and very good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Geography. Today's video is special because I'm not going to talk about gears and stuff. I'm going to specifically talk about a point which really impacts photography, like your photo, my photo. Before I go deep down into that tunnel of my ideas which I want to share with you, let me put things into perspective a little bit, and then you will able to understand from where exactly I'm coming from, and it will help you to understand in the end of this video what the point is all about. All right. First off, you all know that we are talking when it comes to photography. We talk about light, we talk about composition, we talk about storytelling, we talk about the things which attracts human mind, which suddenly grabs our attention in any image. I'm not talking about portrait, landscape, or macro, or wedding, or corporate, or whatever, sports, action, wildlife. No, it's just pure any type of photo which suddenly attracts human mind. Whenever we're going through the social media feed, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and suddenly we stop on certain image. Why we suddenly stop on one image? This is what I'm trying to explore. I'm trying to unfold this thing which I just explained in this video, and I will put try to unfold into blocks, and I hope you will find each block helpful in order to build up your images better. Alright, so what these blocks are? See, these blocks are basically three blocks in my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but this is the way I have seen, and this is the way I have learned. I see a lot of international photographer work, and I try to learn from them. All right. Um, Joe McNally, I consider myself a student of Joe McNally photos, and Joe McNally is a Nikon ambassador, Nikon US ambassador, and I met him a couple of times. He came to Dubai, and I met him and I learned from him. I attended his workshops, his online courses, and um other photographers. And each photographer having certain expertise. All right, like Joe McNally has expertise of flash. He's a master of flash. He can use like 100 flash and strobes in one image and still get away from it like a walk in the park. Other photographer on landscapes and other, I know one friend of mine, I know him. His name is Gareth. He's from Australia. Gareth, yeah, Gareth. He's from Australia. He's damn good in shooting, sports bike, motorsports. So those bikes. And he's an expert in shooting bikes. So I learned how to shot pano images and all that thing from him. So I try to learn from each and every photographer. But at the same time, I have developed my own skill set. But my skill is basically totally based on my experience on all those three blocks which I'm going to share with you. Of course, there are other photographers who will not agree with me on this, which is totally fine. But I mentioned the other photographers in this video to show you the perspective about learning. Okay. In my humble opinion, there are only three blocks which can help you to build up your work. And if you focus on these three blocks, each photo, any photo in the world is based on these three basic blocks. Okay, those three blocks are light, composition, and colors. Light, composition, and colors. Now, why color? You heard about light, you heard about composition. What about color? How the color is a part of light and those composition things. In this video, I'm going to show you examples side by side, the color images and the black and white images. Same image. like with color, without color. So you will get the idea why I'm talking like that. Why the colors are so important. Because in my opinion, colors are extremely important to make your image average or damn good. In the end of the day, it's your call to decide how to take your image next level. After getting the best light, after having the best composition, the colors really impact your image. Like maybe a certain image will not good in look in color. You go black and white, it will pop up like, oh wow, looks so damn good. Alright, because in that image there are two repeating patterns, symmetry or anything which suddenly grabs human eye or human mind. So why the colors are so important? If you take out the color from the image suddenly becomes dull, suddenly looks gray, and gray is not being so much attractive towards human mind. Colors are. If you go for warmer colors like red, orange, human mind attracts towards warmer colors, not the cold colors. This is what I learned from Joe McNally. He mentioned specifically multiple times in his videos that human mind attracts towards warmer colors. Like if you take any image and you just slide the white balance towards warmer side of the spectrum, suddenly the image starts looking attractive. You know. But what about if you warm the color but still doesn't look good? Okay, turn into black and white. See if it looks good in that. Even let's say there is a repeating patterns and there are colors in that image with the patterns. So does that image looks go with color and black and white both? Which one? So sometimes we get confused. Like, shall we go with the color? Shall we go with black and white? It's very difficult to go with black and white. And you don't know most of the time, you don't know that this image is going to look good in black and white or not. It requires years of practice in order to evaluate, okay, this image straight up looks good in black and white, not in color. And somehow I able to develop that forcing, like I can, whenever I see an image, I immediately know I have to go with black and white. Not like period. I cannot go with color because I know this scene looks good in black and white. But again, it requires years of practice. But how come I able to develop that? This is where your past life really impacts. Maybe the image that I took in black and white and showed to the world, maybe you don't like it. Why? This is the main issue to decide whether we have to go with color or not, whether we have to go with black and white or color. Like for example, like I said, I choose to take one image in black and white, but you are totally against it. You say no, it looks good in color. Why? Because it all depends on your past life experience. Know what that means? It's very simple. Your past life and the experience that you have really impacts your brain, your perception about life. If you are too much honest with yourself, with the world, and you doesn't lie, so in normal life, the way we spend life on daily basis, so we completely yes or completely against certain aspect about life, or like buying or anything or going to to any place. Either you agree or not agree. If you are totally honest with yourself and with the world, so that there is no 50 shades of gray in your thought process. You are completely white or you completely black. This is where it's very easy for you to see the world because your mind is automatically processing the daily life, either white or black, either yes or no, either lie or don't lie, like totally honest or not honest. So this is how you literally spend in not only your life but also it impacts your photography. So that's how you can easily decide. Okay, I know. Okay, this scene looks good in black and white. This scene looks in color, good looking, like looks good in color. So your thought process basically impacts so much in selecting the colors or like some people I know personally. Some people I know that they like too much color, like red, vivid colors like red, like blue, like green, like yellow, all this. And they don't like black and white. I told them, I wish to take your photo in black and white. And those individuals, like, they straight away said, well, I love to have my image in color, not in black and white. Because their mind was built up on their energy that they are carrying. So their energy keeps them engaged, going here and there, enjoying the world, the beauty of the world. They see the colors. They try to remain as happy as possible. So that's why they attract towards the color. They attract towards the life. Unlike me, like I'm kind of isolated person. I try to live alone my life. I don't want to engage with the world or don't want to go with don't want to hang out with people because I don't connect with them. And for some reason, I just don't understand people in this world anymore. So I try to keep keep things with myself, and whatever I'm saying, I'm just shooting and uploading, shooting and uploading. So I'm just either completely yes or completely no. So I just can't manipulate. I just can't uh, politically handle things, to make my way forward. I just can't do that. Either I go or I don't go. But I cannot manipulate or I cannot handle things politically. I'm just talking about myself. So for me, there is no gray area, either white or either black. So for me, it's very easy to see the scene in black and white, unlike other people. So for me, color, I love colors. Sometimes it hit me with the composition, with the light, you know, composition, and then I decide either I have to go with color or not. So my three basic steps in every photo is light, then composition, and then color. Colors are really important for me now. Initially, I thought, okay, composition was, the light was there was a saying that if the light is a king, then composition is the queen. Most of you guys heard that. I basically enhanced that sentence like if the light is king, composition is queen, then color is the prince or princess, whatever you call it. See, it's as simple as that. Right now, the background is black. I'm wearing this green shirt and this light. It's very simple. I could have choose very fancy, background or for me it's working for me, so I'm okay with that. There are people who try to have best background as possible to attract, and but for me, I'm here to share the ideas, the knowledge that I'm learning and I'm carrying with myself. I'm just trying to share with you guys. So in order to help you, so you can grow in your own skin, go beyond your boundaries. So colors, yes, they are extremely important. Besides light, besides the composition, the colors are really important. It can make and break your photo. I shoot all my cameras. Doesn't matter. I shoot with C9 or with T3S or D700 or Z5 or ZF or Z30, which I'm shooting right now. It doesn't matter which camera I'm using. My color profile always vivid, and it's custom because for me, I want to have the best colors possible, and then I go with black and white. Now, I don't want to explain why I go in black and white because that itself is a whole other topic. I'll make video some other time why I choose to go with black and white in some images, but in this image, I believe by far you have seen some examples with color and black and white. So you decide with yourself which one looks good, which one looks looks good in color, which one looks good in black and white. That's totally your call. So that being said, I'm just trying to share the idea that colors are important, and choosing which goes with color totally depends on you and your past life experience. I cannot tell you, okay, this image looks good in color, this image looks good in black and white. Maybe the one which looks good in black and white because of repeating patterns, because of leading lines or whatever, they may look good in color. They may, I don't know. For me, leading lines, repeating patterns are basically kind of a supportings to make a boring black and white image attractive. Because when, like I just said a few minutes ago, like when you take out the colors from an image, the image looks dull, and many people doesn't like that. They don't like dull images. So, in order to look black and white image good, you either go with high contrast or more whites or deeper blacks, repeating patterns and all that. But what about the colors? You go into the garden, you take flower photos, and all this flower looks beautiful in colors. They never look good in black and white until and unless you are going fine art photography, where you are literally controlling the tonal range of each petal or each leaf. That's totally different domain. But in order to look a flower attractive in black and white, you have to work really hard with the tonality of the image. But with colors, it's very easy. Anybody can take. Seaside. Seaside never looks good in black and white because when the sun starts to setting down, hues, oranges and blue sky turn red and something like that. The clouds and all that beauty at the time of sunset when it comes to color are there in the sky. They never look good in black and white. Sunset and sunrise always look good in color. They never look good in black and white, but I have an exception, which you are going to see now on the screen. Yes, this example. Why? Why I choose to go with color? Because of the backlit situation. When you're in a backlit situation where the sky and the background is totally overexposed, go with black and white. It will help your image to pop out. That's what I did in this particular image. And it's very close to be this particular image. So, this is it. This is the whole idea. Colors are really important. You don't know when you are going to, need colors. You never know. Colors save your image. Dramatic editing, deeper colors, dark colors really helps you, to popping up your image. Simple plain image doesn't attract much, but when you edit it with different, filters, it really helps to pop up your image. Like this example. Yep. I have so many examples like that, where you go with the image and looks good in color, when you go with the image it doesn't look good in color. They look good in black and white. So colors, yes, they are extremely important. But when to put image to color, when to put image into black and white, that's your call. And your call is totally based on your life experience. Sometimes I don't like, it doesn't mean that I don't like, I see a color image, immediately my mind processed that image in black and white just by looking at it. I did not take the picture. Somebody else took the picture. They shared with me, like this example. And when I saw the image, I was like, let me try in black and white. And I immediately turned that image in black and white. And I shared the black and white version with with the with the person who shared it with me. I have so much respect for that individual. And when I shared it, they like the response that I got was like wow, and I was like, that's all I need. I knew that this color image, which is already so much beautiful, can be further enhanced in black and white. The black and white version of the same image got its own taste, got its own personality, even though it's the same image. So that's it. That's it. Same beautiful image in color, but it has its own personality in black and white. So we have this example. Again, it depends on the subject. And I always perceive the subject which you've seen, just seen. I always process that face in black and white in my mind. That's why when I received the color version, I knew immediately how I am to, process it. And I immediately did. Again, it's my years of practice that I have. Maybe you like color version, but for me, black and white looks good. I put on the mobile screen and I shared the mobile screen and I was like, wow, that looks really good. So yeah, there are some exceptions where image looks good both in color and black and white. Some images looks really good in color. Despite the black and white is also attractive, but they look just good in colors. Because of the pose, because of the face, because of the color, because the lights and shadows and stuff. There are so many variables. So, when to choose color, when to choose black and white, like I said, it's totally your call. It's your life experience. My intention in this video is to share with you the idea the colors are really important. It's a part of your image. Now you will say, oh, of course, every image got color. No. What I'm trying to say is, if you enhance the color, it impacts your image on a totally different level. It attracts more attention. That's why we have all these filters, these presets. Why we are having presets? Suddenly, a good preset turns an average image into like, wow. See, colors, that's why the colors are important. The presets, people are making money by selling the presets. Like autumn preset, dark preset, city landscape, nightlife, and tons of presets out there. And people are really making money. I think I should release my own set of presets of black and white someday. I will try to. I will try to. Anyways, I hope you like this video. And yeah, colors are important. It's a part of your image. Not in a technical way. I'm talking about in an aesthetic way. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in future with some new content. Till then, take care.